So what I'm about to show you is something that you should be extremely excited about. How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today I'm going to be going over the details for the Extreme Z Awakening. Of course, the current unit that is capable of doing this is the Agility Super Saiyan 3 Goku that we know of, but if you go into your JP box, there are actually multiple units that have the level cap like no longer at max. So essentially there is a possibility that we could be seeing this for the LRs and other units as well. So very exciting news, but I hope you guys are having a great day as always. And if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel, and if you enjoy any of the other contents that I do upload, which is basically Dokkan but a ton of other series. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and this is incredible news. This is what the potential system should have been from the start. They are making units from the past relevant, which like I absolutely love. I'm just curious to see how the whole system works. If it's similar to Blazing, where you can do it at any time, great, because that means that any person can just go ahead and increase the capabilities of the units that they own. I'm honestly so happy with Bandai. They have legit taken God Goku, or God Goku. Oh, I wish it was God Goku. They have legit taken the Agility Super Saiyan 3 Goku and made him God tier. For the most part, he's not like on par with like some of the units in the game, like Super Vegito in terms of damage, but well, actually I can't exactly say that because that's just me like thinking of things off the top of my head. But when it comes to things like leader skill and damage output, he is definitely going to be up there, especially when you take into account the potential system. But enough like rambling on, let's just get to the actual thing. So Extreme Z Awakening, you can Z Awaken a total of 7 times. Of course, the base level is, well, the max level that you can get to currently is 120. So once you Z Awaken him once, he goes up to 125. And keep in mind that with every single level increase, he is getting even more stats, which just increases his damage output even more. And that's, of course, the most important thing in this current meta. And you have to take into account as well that the potential system also increases his overall stats. And because he is one of the oldest units in the game, he actually benefits the most alongside Full Power Frieza, Cell, Broly, and Ultimate Gohan when it comes to the potential system, and of course Gogeta and a few other units if I'm not mistaken. So not only does he get the best potential system buffs, but he is going to also get even more of an increase when it comes to this Extreme Z Awakening system. So at level 125, Super Attack 11, so you can tell that with every single increase, he is getting an increase to a super attack level as well, which means that he is going to be hitting even harder. So save your Kai, save your dupes to raise the super attack of this guy to level 15 once you are, well, once we are actually capable of doing that, because I believe that they kind of had to like pull out last second. I probably shouldn't have used those words, but they probably like backed out at the last second when it came to actually introducing the game mode to the game, because they had a few issues with verifying it with the App Store. So there is going to be another maintenance, which is when they will officially add it. But at the moment, there are certain aspects of this particular system in the game. You just have to have a quick look. And of course, on the Dokkan subreddit as well, there is a ton of information, which I will hopefully have links in the comment section and description. But here's the important thing, okay? Once you get him to level 130, and actually he's at level 130 for quite a bit. So when you Z Awaken him for the 5th time, Agility type key plus 3, health and attack and defense up by 70%. So he went from having a leader skill that gave 3 key and a 3000 attack boost to having a leader skill that is on par with Super Vegito. Crazy. That is actually crazy. He legit went from having one of the worst leader skills in the game to one of the best leader skills just like that, and it's thanks to this new system. That is what the potential system should have been from the start, because I would imagine that this isn't going to have some sort of limit or anything on the amount of times that you can do this event. But again, on I was about to say, well, technically I am basing this on Blazing, but I am basing this on the way that it works in Blazing, and if it's the exact same way you can do it anytime, there's no limit on how many times you can Z Awaken in a single day or a single period of time, you're going to have an absolutely incredible unit on your hands. If you do not have a good agility type lead, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is going to be there. Of course, once you fully max him out, at the start of the turn, his defense goes up by 70%, and from the start of the turn for 7 turns, his attack goes up by 120%. You can get his super attack level to 15. He now has immense damage. Before, he had, what do you call it? Before, he only had Supreme, but now he has immense and lowers defense of enemy greatly. Before, he just regular lowered defense. Now he greatly lowers defense, which isn't that big of a deal, but you can clearly tell that they are improving certain things of the cards. The only thing that we currently do not know is if they are changing the link sets, but that doesn't necessarily matter too much when it comes to Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But when it comes to a unit like Cell, he is definitely going to be getting that Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks leader skill, and of course a buff to other areas of his card. Will he be getting that shocking speed link, which will make a massive difference to the overall team? So I'm not 100% sure about these. They may be difficult, or they might be different when he is released. So this is what the stats seem to be like, and this is a crazy stat increase. I don't know if this even includes the potential system, but he is legit going to have legendary rare stats, because that is a massive increase in his overall stats. So, like, he doesn't mention a potential system or anything here, because this is actually ridiculous. If this is just the amount of stat increases that he is getting from the limit breaking system alone, or the Z Awakening system alone, can you imagine how high his stats are going to be with the potential system on top of that? I'm pretty certain that, well, his health is most certainly going to be over 20,000. His health is going to, well, I said health already. His health is going to be over 20,000. His attack is going to be over 20,000. And his defense is most certainly going to be over 10,000. And when you take into account the new defensive boost that he gets. So I went ahead and looked at the turn restriction, and it's still 7 turns. But the thing is, it doesn't honestly matter that much. The amount of damage output that he is going to have honestly makes up for the fact that he does lose it after a certain period of time. And even when he does lose it, he is still going to have a super attack level of 15. He is going to have crazy high stats. So despite not getting that 120% attack boost, he is still going to be hitting extremely hard if you gave him potential system buffs. And of course, if you do go ahead and Z Awaken him. But the thing is, like, even if you take away his damage output, he is still providing something with the leader skill if you do not have an agility type leads, which is great. So they are making the other leads, or just some of the older units, way more relevant by doing something like this. I'm curious to see what they do with STR Super Gogeta, because without a doubt, he is definitely going to be getting a buff to his Rainbow leader skill. Honestly curious to see what it's going to be like. I'm guessing it's going to be 50%. That's the logical thing, because they wouldn't make him... Would they put him on par with Vegito Blue and Rose? I think they will, to be honest. I mean, they have released Mask Saiyan. They have released several Rainbow leads that have the capabilities of being a good Rainbow lead. But Vegito Blue and Rose are a different scenario, because they are the leads for hero and villains. But again, it's still a 50% boost, so I would imagine that they are going to increase Gogeta to 3 key as well as 50% Rainbow types. And because of how great of a unit he is already, him having that leader skill is going to be great. Of course, Tech Perfect Cell is going to get the 70% and the... what do you call it? The free key, and this is most likely going to apply to Full Power Frieza, Ultimate Gohan, as well as the STR Broly, who I am extremely curious to see how good he is actually going to be once he gets the Z Awakening thing to himself. Because at the moment, like, Broly is a bit of a weird one, because before he awakens, he actually has supreme damage, but now he has extreme, and the reason why they did that is because they didn't want the AoE attack to be too overpowered, of course. But now we are currently in a meta where that isn't that much of an issue. But then again, you have the LR Broly, who is, again, always going to be a better version of the one that originally came out, but at the same time, it could make the STR one way better and potentially be improving that Extreme STR team. And I've seen a lot of people point out that the reason why Super Battle Road is this hard is because of the awakenings that several units are potentially going to be getting. And that makes sense, right? I mean, release a mode that is super hard, and if you go ahead and limit break, I'm just going to call it limit breaking. Actually, let's go by the real name, which is Extreme Z Awakening. And when you Z Awaken your units, their stats are going to be getting even more of a boost, which is going to increase their damage output. It will be making the Dokkan events a bit easier, of course, but at the same time, it will still make Super Battle Road a bit of a challenge, but not as much, because, of course, your units are going to be hitting harder, which means that you should be able to get past it easily. But I think I've pretty much covered everything. Honestly, I'm super excited for this. I'm going to see if there are, like, any updates or anything. And someone did point out how Kid Buu is potentially going to be one of the best support units ever. Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, the only Agility Fest card without some sort of defensive in its passive. But if Rose is actually part of that boost, that is going to be insane. And this is exactly what I was talking about. A Rainbow Super Saiyan 3 Goku will have 22,609 attack at level 140, which is absolutely insane. So again, the same is going to apply to the other lead, but I have absolutely no idea like how I should feel about this. Well, I know how I should feel about this. I'm super happy that they have finally added something like this into the game. It's just something that we've been waiting for the longest period of time. Just make it so that the other leads get some sort of significant increase to, you know, their stats. Because if you take a look at the OG leads, by far the best one is going to be full power Frieza, but now Goku is definitely up there. He still has that restriction, but I don't think that's, you know, that's that much of an issue. He is going to be an absolute beast on a Majin Vegeta team. Of course, he has Over and Flash, and he's going to be getting that 120% attack boost. He's going to be getting the 70% defensive boost, immense damage. There are just so many things about him. Super attack level 15 as well. Honestly, I can't wait to see what other units are part of this system. And one thing that I actually want to show you guys real quick. So, I am on the Japanese version of the game, and I want you guys to have a quick look at their stats, okay? Like, it's yellow, okay? And what that essentially indicates is that they... And, again, the super attack is highlighted, which potentially suggests that every single unit could be getting some sort of limit break. Which, again, I don't know how I feel about, because I don't want the Dokkan events to get even easier. But again, I'm talking from a whale standpoint, so of course the event's going to be easy. But again, I'm curious to see what they do. I don't think they are going to release like all the limit breaks straight away. If I quickly go over to the Awaken section, and actually, I can't show you guys because my Super Saiyan 3 Goku isn't awakened, but he's in there. If you have your own awakened Super Saiyan 3 Goku, go ahead and click on him, and then you will see that you have the option to use the medals to awaken him, and I probably should have done this before. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't actually show you myself, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like this new mod. Do you not like this new mod? Let me know as always, and if we could get a hashtag agility Super Saiyan 3 Goku started in the comment section, I would appreciate it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one.